Days are long and years are short. We carry all these expectations right from childhood. What do you want to be when you grow up? We embrace the pressure to make the permanent wise decision, work really hard to get the 9 to 5 or 6 plus extra hours and sticking it throughout our lives because that's the way to happiness, right? Turning a skill into a profit to support a family you don't yet know you're gonna have and turning a passion into a paycheck. What once bloomed from inspiration now has an hourglass attached to the final product. Eventually, you realize that you have to choose between doing what you believe in or something that does not speak on the behalf of your full potential. The imposter feeling kicks in. Your body screams to slow down, but you can't. Not really. Whether it is because of your responsibilities or because no one ever taught you how. It's time to go solo travel. I was searching for something, someone, or maybe just myself. I didn't quite know what I was looking for, but I knew I had to at least try to find it. It's so easy to lose north nowadays, and this is how I found mine again. If you're watching this video, you're probably thinking on going on your first solo trip or turning the ones that you're already having up to the next level. So today I'll walk you through why I think it's time for you to start packing and how will your next adventure change you. Why should I go solo travel? To start slowing down. When you travel solo, all the time and energy is allocated on yourself and what you want to do. You naturally start noticing the environment and the people around you in a different way. You stare at plants, you listen to birds, feel the water, observe the power of the ocean. You actually enjoy your coffee in the morning without being in a rush, and you look forward to the next meal. Even the music that you listen to now feels like a movie soundtrack. I will always recommend having a little extra time for just existing, with absolutely no plans, no matter how excited or fast-paced the place you're traveling to is. Just enjoy the ordinary things. Create space for mundane conversations with strangers, listen to a podcast with a nice view, or maybe just a stroll downtown to feel the vibe of the cities. Enjoy and embrace the process of being lost without an agenda. Because it's easy. One of the most significant ways solo travel changes you is by fostering independence. You learn to navigate unfamiliar territories, make decisions on the go, and embrace the unknown. And today, this is easier than ever. Just think about it. Not that long ago, making a phone call was hella expensive. We didn't have data in a foreign country, nor there was a digital map in your pocket with your exact location. In my last trips, I've been literally booking my accommodations on the go, based on what people recommended and how I felt about a particular place. It's really that easy. The possibilities are endless for activities, stays, or experiences. And of course, let's not forget how much cheaper catching a flight has become. Discover yourself. When you travel alone, you put yourself into a scenario where no one knows you. Nobody knows anything about what you did or said. Nobody is putting you in a box or expecting you to behave a certain way. You are free to explore sides of you that you normally wouldn't. Solo travel isn't just about visiting new places. When you travel alone, you're pushed out of your comfort zone, you're forced to rely solely on yourself, especially when things don't go according to plan. And that unlocks parts of you you never knew existed. With less human interactions, unless of course you search for them, and far away from everything that is familiar to you, you now have the time and space to reflect on what actually makes you happy. Although solo traveling is a great vehicle to unlock some personal traits, it's not the end of the self-discovery chapter. You also need the right tools to understand yourself and others better. That's why I'm very, very proud to present today's sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp has over 30,000 qualified therapists, which improves so much your chances of connecting to a therapist that you actually like and feel comfortable with. And all you have to do is fill out a basic form when you sign in to make the perfect fit happen. You choose your preferences, what challenge you're going through, and that's basically it. If for any reason at all you feel that you want to change therapists, you can do so within a click of a button. No extra charges, no questions asked. BetterHelp also makes the start of the therapy process a lot easier and less intimidating, because you can literally choose between having therapy sessions on a phone call, a video chat, or even messages. You can also schedule sessions anytime, anywhere. So you can definitely do it during your solo adventures or at the comfort of your home. You choose. And if all of this doesn't already sound dreamy, BetterHelp is offering a 10% discount off your first month of therapy by clicking on the link on the description or visiting betterhelp.com/beaminimalista. And by doing so, you are not only supporting this channel, but giving the first step into a more meaningful life. Whether that is having the tools to help you deal with stress, anxiety, or guilt, to set boundaries, especially to yourself, have healthy relationships with friends, family, or romantic partners, or any other challenges you might be going through. And also not be addicted to travel every time you face a problem and want to run away from it. BetterHelp will provide you tools to achieve your goals, because you not only deserve happy adventures, you deserve a happy life. So, how does exactly solo travel change you? It opens your mind. Solo travel opens your mind to new cultures and perspectives. You become more adaptable and open-minded as you immerse yourself into different ways of life. You realize that not everyone lives the same way, and you start to question and reflect on what actually makes sense to you. Value what you take for granted. When you go to places where people don't have the same possessions you grew up accustomed to, and they are happy in their own community, maybe even happier, you start to put your problems into perspective. You start valuing a lot more what you already have and start to question what is meaningless access in your life. Why did I care so much about not having that promotion? Why did I let that rude stranger at the supermarket ruin my day? You forget those bumps more easily and you focus your energy on spending time with loved ones, relax, cook a nice meal, or try something new for the first time, because that's probably what brought you value when you were far away from home. It empowers you. And let's not forget about the confidence boost solo travel provides. From navigating foreign transportation systems to overcome language barriers, every challenge you conquer builds your confidence and self-esteem. I can only speak on the behalf of what I know, and as a girl, I feel so empowered after a solo trip. I think growing up we are taught that we are fragile, weak, that we can't be as independent. And honestly, I just love to prove society wrong and see other women do the same. I also noticed the most female travelers that I met seemed to be especially strong-minded, supportive, cautious, brave, and independent. And that's definitely something to feel inspired from. I'm not in any sense saying that solo travel can sometimes be scary. It definitely is. But the more you know and experience, the more tools and information you have to be aware and make wise decisions. I'm sure this accomplishment also extends to men, but I think it might hit differently. I would love to know what are the main struggles and inspirations that men and also women face while solo traveling in the comment section, so we can all reflect on the other side of the coin. You develop a minimalist mindset. One of the biggest game changers in my solo ventures was for sure being more intentional about what I bring, because stuff will slow you down. It's true that you never know what challenges you're gonna face, but surprisingly, developing a minimalist mindset, especially while traveling and doing it with just one backpack, proved to be more than enough for me to have everything I need to happily enjoy life. You learn to trust your instincts. When you have only yourself to count on, you have to be more aware of your surroundings. At first, this might be a little bit nerve-wracking, especially if you come from a more protective environment, but when you start to trust your instincts and to be more street smart, you are a lot more capable of keeping yourself safe. You also realize that people are way more likely to help you if you are alone. It's the second time that someone goes out of their way to literally guide me to mine. Thank you. Of course, you have to be careful, but there's a lot more to lose for someone to hurt you, rather if they do absolutely nothing. Most people either actually want to help you or they just don't care because they're way too busy focusing in their own lives. Trust your instincts and don't be afraid to ask for help. You learn to be comfortable with yourself. We are always doing something. We struggle to be alone with our thoughts. We are even uncomfortable with it. That's why we reach for our phones so easily and mindlessly scroll. It's a quick and easy escape from the thought of loneliness and boredom. And that is also why we say in unhealthy relationships, whether that is a romantic or a friendship or even a job situationship. Most people will choose unhappiness over the unknown, and this blocks whatever good experiences might come afterwards. The truth is that it is scary to be alone with someone you don't know well. So take this as a sign to take yourself out on a first date, maybe to France, Croatia, Thailand, and start to get to know yourself a little bit better. Or you can also start small, take yourself out on a coffee date in your hometown, whatever feels more natural to you. You are not alone, but you can choose to be. Once you start putting yourself out there, you're gonna realize that you are not the only one on a self-discovery journey. You have all the time to yourself, but when you start to feel that you need some social interactions, hostels and group events are an amazing place to meet like-minded people. The top meaningful conversations I ever had was with complete strangers that I have no idea if I'll ever see again. And that's also part of the magic of it. Maybe the people you are meeting are just a sentence in your book. And that gives you the courage to act more authentically, to not be afraid to make mistakes, to embarrass yourself, to ask difficult questions, and to give honest answers. Because heck with it. If you say something ridiculous, or if you're really not liking someone, you politely excuse yourself from the conversation and you go talk to someone else. It's really just that simple. Perhaps the most beautiful transformation of solo travel is the sense of freedom within. You realize that you're capable of so much more than you would ever imagine, and that the world is full of endless possibilities. You witness yourself changing, and that is something no one can ever take away from you. So, if you've been hesitating to embark on a solo adventure, I encourage you to take that leap of faith. Start living your best life now, because the journey of self-discovery begins with a simple step. And while I still have your attention, if you're interested in starting your therapy journey, don't forget to use the link in the description below for a 10% discount on your first month with BetterHelp. Until next time, remember to stay kind to yourself and to others, and I will see you on the next video. Bye everyone, and take care.